Hey, and welcome back to another video in the Anthropology and Us video series. Again, we're always focused on the idea of how to apply abstract or theoretical ideas in anthropology to our everyday lives, whatever the context might be, mundane or sublime. So this week we're talking about more of a phrase here. I'm calling this "the world is a stage." And we're reading some chapters here that specifically deal with performance and how anthropologists study performance. So performance really could be anything. It could be, a concert of Beyonce's that you see. It could be something on the internet. It could be a flash mob performing on our local college campus. It could really be any number of things. Something as basic as studying how a job interview has characteristics of what we call performativity. So performance refers to the idea that we're acting. This would be the realm of what Erving Goffman in the world of sociology calls dramaturgy. So think of a theater stage and what happens on the theater stage. You have a scene, you have action, you have the blocking of all that action, you have various actors, you have context and story and characters are developed. And based on that, you get kind of a full entity in your mind, which is the story or play or musical that you've seen. So anthropologists want to use metaphorically this idea of the world being a stage and apply it to their understandings of everyday life. So my encouragement for you this week will be identifying first what performance is, why it's significant to understand performance, connecting performance to notions of culture, and then being able to critically analyze exactly what's happening in a given performative setting. So for example, if you start to understand the nuances of a job interview, of how a job interview often is a performance, you might have an opportunity in the future doing a little bit of your own kind of self-management, improving yourself, presenting yourself in such a way that you have a higher likelihood of getting that job. Likewise, you might be watching a political speech of a politician, and maybe you start to key in on certain nuances that you see of how that politician is talking to others and maybe trying to influence them in rhetorical ways. So a wealth of opportunities this week to critically think about the value of understanding the world as a stage, as we call it, looking closely here at the anthropology of performance. Anthropology is the study of humanity, and one of the key themes in our field is the study of performance. Performance refers to the ways in which people in different societies use their bodies, voices, and other cultural resources to create meaning, express themselves, and interact with others. Performance is a fundamental aspect of human society, and understanding it is crucial for understanding and comprehending the ways in which people create and communicate meaning in different cultural contexts. One of the reasons that performance is so important in anthropology is because it allows us to gain insights into the diverse ways in which different societies use performance to create and communicate meaning. By studying performance, we can learn about the ways in which people use their bodies, voices, and their cultural resources to express themselves, tell stories, and even create social relationships. Performance is also important in anthropology because it allows us to explore the ways in which cultural identities and social relationships are constructed and maintained. In many societies, performance plays a key role in the creation and maintenance of social hierarchies, gender roles, and other forms of social difference. Another reason performance is important in anthropology is because it allows us to understand the ways in which cultural performances can be used to resist, challenge, or subvert dominant cultural norms and power structures. Performance can be a powerful tool for social change, and studying the ways in which different societies use performance to create social change can help us understand the potential for performance to create more just and equitable societies. Anthropologists view performativity as the idea that social norms and cultural practices are not fixed, but instead are created and maintained through repeated performances. In this sense, performativity is a way of understanding how individuals enact and embody cultural norms through their everyday actions and interactions. Anthropologists have applied this concept to a wide range of phenomena, from gender and sexuality to ritual and performance. By analyzing the ways in which people perform cultural practices and identities, anthropologists seek to better understand the complex ways in which social norms and meanings are constructed, negotiated, and contested. They also explore how performativity can be a means of social and political resistance, as individuals may use their performances to challenge dominant cultural narratives and to create new forms of meaning and identity. In short, performance is a crucial concept in anthropology because it allows us to gain insights into the diverse ways in which different societies use performance to create and communicate meaning, explores the ways in which cultural identities and social relationships are constructed and also maintained, and understand the potential for performance to create more just and equitable societies. That is going to be it this week here, talking about the world as a stage and the idea of unpacking and understanding the anthropology of performance. I hope you enjoyed the context that we talked about this week in our discussions and other conversations, and I encourage you to come back for more videos in this series called Anthropology and Us.